Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more of our Sorcerer story. So, a bit of a problem has arisen, that I can't actually do anything about. As you can see, I have the same person that helped me out in Akasha's hideout, Vogue, who is here again, the Valkyrie, to help me through this dungeon, because I have been in queue for this dungeon for about 40 minutes, and I still did not get a queue to pop up for this dungeon. I have no idea why the queues are not working right now, or they're taking so long. But I've literally been sitting here wasting time. I mean, I wasted so much time. Literally, I wasted 40 minutes sitting here waiting for the dungeon queue to go off, and it didn't go off once. It did not go off once. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I don't know if it has something to do with the fact that the Valkyries came out like a little while ago and people still aren't leveling up healers. I have no idea. But I had Vogue help me out before in Akasha's hideout, because I didn't want to wait in a queue for it, because that dungeon, usually people don't really do that one too much. So I decided to have that person help me out, and I actually didn't manage to add them as a friend because I wanted to find them again and be like, hey, could you help me out again anytime? And they wanted me to join their guild, which I would have wanted to do too, but I ended up not being able to find them, so it was a little bit annoying in that sense. But I went and asked the world chat again if there was anybody that could help me out, and Vogue happened to be there as well again, and said that they would come help me if I still needed help. And I was wanting to wait for a queue because obviously, as you can see, we're not going to get experience, we're not going to get, I don't think, any items or gold or anything like that by doing the dungeon with a level 65, so that is unfortunate. What I guess my plan will be is off screen, I'm gonna go and do like a Kumas Royale or something. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. I know I've been putting it off and saying, hey, I'll do this later, and I never get around to doing it. But today I'm definitely gonna have to do it, or sometime in the future, in the next couple of hours, whenever I get some time, I'm gonna have to go through and do a Kumas Royale or something when I have time to sit in a queue for hours upon hours on end, because right now I just do not have the time to sit in a queue. I mean, you guys, if you watch my channel, you know me, and you know that I don't have longer than an hour maybe to record, and sometimes an hour and 30 minutes unless I get lucky. And then I'll have one day where there's not very many people in the house and I can just sit and record for hours on end. But today wasn't one of those days, so I literally only had a good hour to record, and I've wasted about 30 to 40 minutes of that hour already. So basically I have to just do this one dungeon, and then we'll turn in the quest pretty much and probably be done with this episode, depending on how far we get and how long it takes us to get through here. I'm hoping it won't take us too long. I wanted to do a really long dungeon episode because the last episode that I posted, unfortunately, was a really short one because we were doing the quest, and while we were doing the quest, I thought this will be a dungeon quest. I probably should just end the episode off, but I wanted to keep going just to make sure and see. And turns out it was a dungeon quest, and we were already out of time as it was. So the episode ended up being like 13 or 14 minutes long, and I was like, oh my gosh. After all those long episodes that I've been doing, and then I have the 13-minute one. I mean, I think the breather was actually necessary, so it wasn't too bad to have a little 13-minute episode, but still, I didn't want that. I wanted it to be an episode full of at least a dungeon or something, but ended up not being able to do that, of course, because I had to wait in queue, and we had waited already 3 minutes, and we still did not get it, our queue to pop. So I said I would do it this episode, and I have tried, but it just did not want to pop for me. So I waited and waited, but I can no longer wait anymore. I just decided that I would go ahead and have this person help me out, and then I'll just have to worry about queuing for like Kumis or whatever else in the future a little bit later on, because we're obviously going to need all the experience from this dungeon. I mean, seriously, we really needed the experience. We should probably be like level 57 or 58 by the time we get out of here, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to do that. So I'm just going to have to figure out different ways to get the experience. I'm guessing is what I'll just have to do for these dungeons. I'll just go ahead and probably add Vogue as a friend, and then after we get done with the dungeon, if they are on whenever I'm on and I need a dungeon, I'll just pop in and ask if they can join the party and just go ahead and go through the dungeon this way. I mean, that's the only thing I really know to do. I've tried doing it the old-fashioned way with the queues, which is really what I've been trying to do this whole time, and I thought would work, but didn't work out. If I didn't have to bulk record, then it wouldn't be such a big deal. But the fact that I have to literally bulk record my recordings right now, because summer is coming up for me here in a couple of months. Actually, less than a month I have right now to record, so that's why I'm bulk recording. If I didn't have to do that, then, I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal. And I could probably wait in the queue, but there's no way I can do that right now. I just have to get through things as quickly as possible and get as many episodes pushed out as I can in order to have some that will go out for the summer. Which was my plan, but I don't know if I'm going to get that far, considering I literally need like 10 or 20 more episodes. But we'll see. I don't really have anything planned for the summer either. I think my plans are pushed off until fall, or maybe even towards winter time. I don't really plan on doing anything this summer because we are still trying to save money as it is, and it's kind of hard for us to save the money whenever something always comes up that we need. So we've had to put off some things until a little bit later, so we decided not to do the whole summer vacation thing. Of course, since we also just took a vacation not long ago, then, I mean, that was another reason why we definitely don't want to spend any more money right now. Honestly, if I had my own place, it would be great. I could just sit here and wait around and record as much as possible, and I wouldn't have to worry about schedules or anything. But unfortunately, I still don't. I'm really trying. I really am. I'm trying to move out, but it's just not working out for us. Every time we think we're getting close to moving out, something always happens, and we end up having to spend money, or just end up not being able to do things at the right time. So, what are you gonna do? I literally was trying over winter time. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm engaged now. I got to start planning a wedding. I've got to think about moving out, and we got to get a place of our own. And I literally already had that all planned out, and I started looking around for places, and we started saving our money up, and then of course things happened, and we had to spend money, and then we saved up more money, and then we had to spend money again. So it's like every time you try to get something going, it never works out. I ended up, we were planning on saving on money right now, but I don't think that's actually going to happen because he actually needs a new phone, and I don't need a new phone, but I've had my phone for like 6 years, so if he gets a new phone, we're thinking about getting our own plan, because we've been wanting to get on our own plan for a while now. That way we don't have to be on my parents' plan anymore, because we were on there, and I would rather have our own plan, because since we are planning on moving out, I would like us to have our own cell phone plan. But it's just so weird, because when you're looking for new phones, all these phones cost so much money. And it's like, I don't want to pay that much money for a phone that I literally am going to only use to text my fiance, or text my mother, or call someone. Not very many people, because I literally don't have too many people that I know. And I'm not a big phone person, I don't. That's why I didn't really think I needed a new phone to begin with. But, no, he needs one definitely very badly. He come home yesterday from work, and he come in with his phone, and it was literally, like, in pieces. And I was asking him what happened, and he said that he dropped it, and the battery come out, and the battery actually, like, cracked and stuff. I was like, oh my goodness. And he said he couldn't get it put back together, so he needed a new phone. I ended up fooling around with it and fixed it, so he didn't need to throw it away. That still works perfectly fine, but he still really needs a phone. The thing doesn't even have a, whatchamacallit, not a phone cover. Well, it doesn't have a phone cover on it because he took the phone cover off, which I wish he never would have done in the first place. But he took the phone cover off of it, and every time he drops it, he does more damage to it. He's got a chip on the side of it, and he's also got a bad battery in it, along with a lot of other things, so he really, really needs a new phone. Okay, so we have grown a level from the Vanguard quest, which is good. So now let's talk to this person here. Did you pass the test? Since you live, you've passed my master's test. Take the first relic fragment from this ancient slate. Would that Saleron could be there when Killen tries to take it from you, but as you know, he doesn't get around like he used to. Okay, so we get a key of fortitude. I'm not really sure. Oh, here it is. We need to get this relic fragment. Energy absorbed, no longer visible, but power within. The relic fragment power is mine. Okay, we need to go back and talk to Saleron. I'm going to add this person as a friend as well before I forget, and tell them that I appreciate them and thank you for coming in and helping me out in my time of need. Okay. There we go. Where is... Ah, there we are. Now we're friends. Okay, so let us talk to Saleron here. Where is he? Behind me? No. There he is. I'm all the way at the wrong end. I need to talk to Saleron. Now the relic fragment's power lies within you. Consider it my gift. Also, you may revisit my Sky Garden if you wish to test yourself further. Yeah, I wish I could, buddy. Wish I could. But the queue's taking 40,000 minutes. One fragment isn't enough, mortal. That's why they're called fragments. Stryketzer and Girigelt are creatures I've blessed with my power. More to the point, they hold the second and third fragments within them. If you can defeat them, I will send my prophet, Torsten, to purify the relic fragments and grant you their power. Okay. Obtain horn at... where the heck is that? I don't think it's in here. Oh, no, it's way down there. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go back to Elena first. Let me go ahead and open up these chests here, or these boxes. We have a new dungeon called Labyrinth of Terror that we could do. Not interested right now, though. Got some tokens here that we can get. But I think these things we actually already have. So I'm just gonna grab a couple of them. Oh, no, there actually are better. Well, never mind. I wasted that. Oh well. It's fine. Ooh, we have some new crystals, though. Let's go ahead and actually put this on, though. Since it is better for us. And I kind of like this one better anyway. So we'll keep this one on. And these are... oh, we'll put on this earring, of course. Definitely need to put that on. It's way better than our other one. And I guess this one is too. Yes, it is. So we'll put that one on. The rings are good as well. The necklace. The boots and gloves are actually good too. So let's put those on. Although they're not going to match with what we currently have. If they're better for us, then we're definitely going to put them on. Oh, and now we can put on our new crystals as well. We have so much that we can do now. And we have so much more story that we have to get through now. But that's actually a good point for us to stop, since we did get through the dungeon. I'm sorry that the dungeon didn't turn out to be what I wanted it to be. I really had a big plan to go into the dungeon with the party, but literally that did not happen. I wanted it to happen, but it didn't. Maybe the queues just are not popping right now because of the class, I guess. That's all I know. Somebody had said actually though on the world chat that the reason that people weren't queuing for dungeons was because they got banned, but I don't know about that. I don't think that's true, but who knows. Alright, let's get rid of all this stuff that we don't need. And let us head back to Elena, because it would be a lot better to travel down to that area that we need to go than us going around and running from corner to corner of the map. I also went off screen, that I forgot to mention at the beginning. I went off screen actually while I was waiting in queue, of course, and I thought it would pop while I was doing that, but I went off screen and did all my gathering, and I got my gathering up, which also gave me a achievement. I got 3 achievements, and you've probably already seen them. I ended up getting this angel halo for one of the achievements, the fairy globe, and the little flower that we can put on our head. You get those as achievements for your gathering being up past 300. Ours is at 304. I don't think it's all the way done yet still. I think we still have to get to 350. But I don't think we can do that until we get to the last area.
To see you.
And I put all the stuff that I had gathered on the broker. And of course we have sold 2 things already, which is nice. So let's go ahead and actually talk to the merchant here and sell these old crystals that we don't need anymore. Because we definitely don't want them. We have some new ones. We don't need the old ones. I mean, we could just get rid of them because they're not worth anything. But whatever. I'll give them to him. Why not? And we're also going to need to put our new crystals down here in case we do happen to lose them. Hoping we don't, but just in case we do. And let's get rid of these old jewelry and stuff that we don't need, that we can't sell. And then I think we will go ahead and actually do a little bit more before we end the episode off, because unfortunately it wasn't exactly what I wanted, so I don't want to end it off like that. let's go down here, because I believe this is around where the relic fragment was, and see if we can find that other piece and collect it, because I think we need 4 pieces, and I believe that one of his Saleron's son or his daughter, I don't know, one of those 2 Ellens actually stole 1 piece, and then I think Saleron had a piece that he gave to us, and then we got another piece. Maybe? No, I don't think he actually gave us a piece. I don't remember exactly. But we actually need to get Sorcerer's whatever, some dragon's horn. So we have to go kill him first. He's way down here in the canyon. So we need to go do that as well. Should be down at the very end of the canyon. This is going to be the running a lot as well, because we're going to get to a part where we have to run and run and run from one side to the other, which is all it's been, but that's fine. Works fine with me. I really wish I knew what was going on with the dungeon queues. And it might be that I'm on this server as well, but when you do queue for a dungeon, it looks for people from every server, so I really don't understand why it wouldn't go and let me get paired up with people from different servers. I'm not sure. Like, why would it make you wait 20-something minutes for a dungeon queue? Actually, 30-something minutes for a dungeon queue, whenever you literally can get into the end-game dungeons so much easier. I literally do not understand that. Ever since they did this whole update thing with the dungeons and the Valkyrie class, it's been kind of annoying, really. Bring the horn to Tormistum near the pyramid. I don't even see Torsten. Yes, I got the horn. Sorcerer's horn, yes, to Torsten. Oh, he's over there. Oh, okay. I think we're gonna have to teleport over there. Maybe? No, I'm not sure. Can we teleport there? Let's go back to Elena anyway. Because we do need to go back there. And see if we can teleport. If we can't, we'll just wait until next episode. Because we're going to get into some major story plots and developments now. And we're probably going to end up having to go into another dungeon, which I'm probably not going to be able to queue for that one either. It just really gets on my nerves. It really does. If you're waiting for a level 65 dungeon, you wait like 15-20 minutes max. But if you're waiting for one of these dungeons, you wait 40 minutes plus, and you still don't get in. It's ridiculous. Okay, teleporter, let's see if we can get out here to this last area. We cannot. Okay, we'll have to run down there. So, we'll do that next time, because there's a lot of running now. I just said that, and I literally didn't pay attention. But I think what I might actually do is, I'm going to do a Kumas Royale off screen, because I think we need to get up a little bit more in levels, and while we still have the rest of the XP, while I still have it on, I might go ahead and queue for a Kumas Royale and get myself a little bit extra experience to help us boost up a little bit, so we don't have too much trouble. But I am going to go ahead and end it off here, guys. A little bit longer than last time, of course, but hopefully we'll be back on track. Well, for me, hopefully I'll be back on track tomorrow. And for you guys, hopefully next episode we'll be back on track and we can do relatively the same amount of episodes. I need to start setting a schedule for them and recording like 30-minute episodes or 20 minutes or something like that, instead of just going as long as I want to, or until we complete a certain part before we complete a certain part of the quest, which is what I've been doing, if I could speak today. But I'm gonna go ahead and end off the episode here, guys, so I will see you next time.